Well done, Bournemouth.
Yeah, brilliant this year.
So Bournemouth are now have opened up a 7-point cushion on the relegation places. So well done, Gary and the boys, and I mean that. Fantastic. Well, Saints are now 6 points from safety, which is 5 games.
Do you put West Ham still in it, Al, or would you say 3 out of the 5? Up to Leeds United.
I don't know if you heard yesterday, but I said West Ham played well against Liverpool.
They did. They was unlucky not to get at least a point.
I know, definitely. And Davies in trouble with that rant about, the referee, tell the ref to go and look at the monitor, tell him to go and look. Yeah. So he's in big trouble now. But West Ham 34 points. Well, in fact, they're 5 ahead of Leicester. It's really tough, but I think Saints have had it now. I hate to say it.
That was the game last night. They had to win.
Oh,
really.
I thought so.
They got a late equaliser. Looked like a late equaliser. Obviously, VAR chalked it off. But that was they had to try and get 3 points there. I think the fans now at Southampton know they might be destined for the Championship next year.
They've got to go to Newcastle.
I look at Everton as well.
Leicester, Everton on the weekend, right?
Oh, what a game. I mean, we've got to look forward probably to the last game of the season. And I'm sure there's quite a few clubs at the bottom end are going to be playing each other. So it could be an unbelievable last day of the season where there might be one goal, you get out of the relegation, then there's an equaliser, you go back in. It's going to be an amazing end to the season. But certainly Everton last night, they gave them a great reception when they turned up at the ground, hoping that they could have a real bounce and get a result. But Newcastle absolutely flying.
They've been phenomenal, really.
Unbelievable.
Let's be honest.
I'm sure every Newcastle fan thought top 6 would be a great season for us. But now, I think they're nailed on for the old Champions League, and it's what a season they've had, and they'll be looking forward to that Champions League next year.
I've got to touch on Arsenal with you, but we'll do that a wee bit later, because last night I was watching and I thought, oh no, Tottenham, United power ahead, but at least they showed a bit of grit,
Absolutely.
A little bit of spunk, a little bit of fight to get back in it.
Well, obviously what Ryan Mason said half time, it certainly worked, because so much better in the second half, showed a little bit of passion. That's all fans want to see. We want to see a little bit of energy and passion and playing for your shirt, and certainly they did that second half, and in the end, getting a good point, especially being 2-0 down, and look, still 5th place, Al. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'd be interesting to see how they finish the season now, but that would give them a lot of confidence and belief coming back from 2-0 down against United and getting a point.
Yeah, Everton, you worry about Everton, don't you?
You do.
So they go to Leicester now, and
that's a massive game.
They've
now.
got to get something. Should we keep saying it every week?
Yeah,
they've got to get something.
Absolutely. We said that about Southampton last night. They had to really get a win. They didn't. So it looks like they're going to be doomed.
Do you see the paper today? Martin O'Neill said he would have come back to Leicester.
I think we asked the question when we had him on. Yeah. I'm sure we asked the question. And I'm sure people like Harry Redknapp, we mentioned, didn't we? At Spurs, will try and help Ryan Mason to the end of the season.
No, Martin O'Neill, but I'm talking about Leicester.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is, you see what the Neil Warnock's done at Huddersfield, Roy Hodgson's done at Palace. So that's not a bad thing sometimes. That little bit of experience into the dressing room area can really help players, and they respect guys like Martin O'Neill, Neil Warnock, and Redknapp, and all them sort of guys. So that might be a good move for certain clubs. Just a quick one,
we'll talk more in detail because Super Sam's here. Arsenal, Chelsea, it's all gone pear-shaped for Frank, hasn't it? Yeah. I think Chelsea now just waiting for their new manager and, forget about this season. Yeah, it looks like it could be Pochettino, which I think that's a good move. I really do. He's back in the big time. He's good with young players, getting the best out of them. The problem they're going to have is he's got to find a squad that's he wants to work with now, because he's got so many players out. They've got to thin it out a little bit and say, right, we might have to lose 6 players, but now I've got that little compact squad that I can deal with. Because I think that's been a problem with Chelsea. But it's one of them situations. Been a bad season for Chelsea, but next season, it's a clean slate, new manager. Let's see how they go next year. I'm sure they get strong next year.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.